what? It just fits one word at a time.
Hello? Hey. Hello? No, I can't hear you at all.
Well, that's annoying.
Oh, now you're perfect.
Oh, well.
That was weird. What's going on?
Oh, my God. That was terrifying.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope you're okay.
Yeah. Jesus, I honestly almost didn't make it. I mean, it was, wow.
Jeez.
That hit hard, they hit fast, and came out quick.
Wow. That's how I like to do it.
Right?
That's every first date I've been on. All right. Oh, hey, maybe it's my headphones that aren't working.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, that would suck. They're brand new. All right, you want to get going?
Let's do it.
Cool. Hi there. Happy Friday. It's January 4th, 2019, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I cannot have a serious conversation about Donald Trump with you if you're just going to call him motherfucker all the time. It's stupid, and it makes you sound dumb. Daughterfucker is clearly more appropriate.
Yeah, I was going to say, that daughterfucker is perfect.
See, I zagged there. You thought I was going to zag it. I zagged.
I did, yeah. You definitely got me on that. That was good.
Welcome, everybody. So what if we're right? How are you tonight, Gord?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I can't complain. I could, but
well,
I
that's
won't.
difficult.
Yeah. It's been a weird day. But things are going. We're on the air. We're recording. That's what counts.
The important thing.
Yes, we'll just jump right into it because it's getting late. I did learn something important today that really, really upset me. It turns out that one of the things I've always very firmly believed in my whole life is a big fat lie. And I think it's something, I don't know exactly how we go about taking a stand on this, but it's something we have to address fast. Because it turns out that science, as we've known it, is completely wrong. And standing on the right and walking on the left is not the most efficient way to ride an escalator.
Okay, explain. How so?
If everyone stood still and reduced the amount of space between them, more people would reach the top faster. This whole stand right, walk left thing has been a bullshit lie the whole time.
Well, I guess it would only actually technically work if there's only skinny people on the escalator and everybody obeys the rule.
That's true. Everyone has to obey the rule, but we've all been told to obey this rule our whole lives, and the rule is not the best way to do it. It's just a stupid rule that someone made up. And I read a stupid article today. Go ahead.
The article about that, that's amazing.
British scientists have proven if we all stood still and reduced the space between us, more people would move faster. So, there you go, people who bitch at me for standing on the escalator. I'm saving you time. Just work with me.
What I never understood was, if you're that much of a rush, take the fucking stairs.
Yeah, right?
Like, I don't understand. Like, the whole point of an escalator is so you don't have to fucking walk.
See, I fundamentally refuse to move if I'm on a piece of equipment that's moving for me. I don't feel the need to move while I'm on a moving object. I think it's doing the work. Why interfere? I'm just going to screw it up somehow if I get involved. But,
You know, wouldn't that be one of those assholes you read about in the paper that dies on a fucking escalator?
right? I've never seen it, but I know it happens.
You hear about it.
I've never walked by and seen a kid stuck in one or something. I guess they probably try to cover that up before it happens. But, yeah, I've always heard horror stories. Oh, don't wear loose clothing and don't let your children lick the stairs or whatever people do that get their kids killed on escalators. I don't know.
A friend of, what the fuck was it? A friend of a friend, something like that. Somebody they know had their shoelaces got caught underneath and it ripped the shoe and ended up fucking up part of their foot.
See,
Maybe when an escalator one.
everybody seems to know somebody who's got a story. I don't have any stories. It's never happened. And that's what I'll do tonight as part of the podcast. I'll ride up and down escalators with my shoelaces untied, and we'll see what happens.
I will be reading about you tomorrow.
I'm conveniently right by a Canada Line station now. I'll head that direction. We'll put this to the test. We'll see what we can do here. Maybe we'll make the news. The first time that...
Do you have an extra pair of shoelaces?
I probably do. If not, there's plenty of people that sleep on the streets whose shoes I can steal. That's a popular thing around here.
There you go.
I don't know. I got nothing tonight. That's the best I can come up with. It is fascinating to me, and I don't want to get too political yet, this early on, but I love that we're sending a convoy of Canadians to China on a trade mission, and they've been instructed not to mention the 13 Canadian detainees being held hostage in China right now. Baffling to me that we're going to send a whole contingent of people over there and not maybe just say, hey, can we get those guys back?
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Really?
Absolutely, 100%.
They're not allowed to mention them.
No.
Then what's the fucking point?
That's Canadian diplomacy for you, I guess. We're not going to ruffle any feathers by bringing that up while we're there, because God
That's
forbid
like
we
going to war but not bringing a gun. Like, what the hell?
You know, I have been adamantly defending the Chinese on this show since day one, saying that things they're being accused of, it's modern-day McCarthyism, and we're being too hard on them. And I got to say, Chinese people, you throw me a fucking bone here, guys. You're not making yourselves look real good.
Yeah, I kind of told you before, I just don't think that they're the group you should be defending.
Oh, everyone's disagreed with me this whole time. It's a very unpopular point of view to take. But I was going to have a big fat I told you so up my sleeve any day now. And it's getting to be short sleeve weather here, guys.
I think the I told you so might be coming out of somebody else's mouth, not yours.
It could be. I could have been a little offside on this one. I'm not going to lie.
Wow. Yeah. No. They're an interesting fucking country. There's no getting around it. You know, they know how to make money. They know how to wield political power, but they certainly aren't very smart when it comes to international affairs directly.
Ultimately, only time is going to tell who's right and wrong in this situation, and I'm not going to switch gears now, because frankly, even if I am wrong, at least they probably listened and know that I'm on their side. So thank you, new leaders, for accepting me.
Which I guess that means the next episode of our show is going to be called Eric and Whatever Happened to Gord.
What do you mean I know Gord? Of course I Gord. Do show.
Too fat guy. He had leave.
They're not making. I don't know how you can just randomly detain 13 people and think you're. Well, I guess this is how you think you're going to get away with it. They fucking are. But why is Trudeau not saying something about this? Why are we not more upset about this? I don't get it. There's 13 hostages at the moment, and these are innocent Canadians being held in a foreign country. Where's Rambo? Where's the fucking Black Hawk Down people that go in and save these people?
They're called Americans, and they don't care about us anymore.
God damn.
What are we going to send in? We're going to send in a dozen fucking idiots that aren't allowed to talk about it. They're going to shake their hands and go, hey, so, how's it going?
Yeah, we're going to discuss trade. We're going to discuss this fucking pipeline.
Yeah.
And the foreign oil that's not being sold to foreigners because it can't. Because we're not building a pipeline. I don't fucking understand. I don't, for the first time, I really don't understand.
Our country is run by a group of fucking idiots.
They've just injected $1.6 billion to revitalize the northern Alberta oil sector. Revitalize them to what? they can't ship their oil to the market it needs to go to because we won't build this fucking pipeline. Why are we even meeting with the Chinese to discuss trade when we can't trade with them? And
so that the Chinese can buy them.
Is it that? I think it is. And it scares the living shit out of me.
Well, they've already taken over one province. They don't have that many.
I can't believe like this is unfolding in real time in front of our eyes, and nobody is saying anything about it. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this is why I will never trust higher levels of government.
I don't know if you're somewhere where you're getting a bad signal there, but I'm kind of having trouble hearing you. And I know this is something you want to get in on.
Well, hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. I don't even know where to begin with it, because, you've got Trudeau will stand up for anybody who is not a born and raised multi-generational Canadian. He won't stand up for our own people when they get detained by another government illegally. He will condemn the Saudis for human rights violations, but yet will invite terrorists into the country.
Well, hey, we paid $10 million for Omar Khadr.
Yeah, and for what? What the fuck was that about?
And we're doing nothing about these innocent, actual innocent people being held hostage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not even going to bring it up in conversation. That's just, no, you cancel the trip. I can't talk with this guy. Hey, I'm not going. Fuck you.
It's not what our trade mission is about. That's not what it's about.
My fucking God.
Right?
While I was having my emergency dump there earlier, I was flipping through fucking social media, and a post came up, and it said, got 4 in his cap. So I did a very quick Google search and just said, lobbyists in Obama administration. And you know what I came up with?
Please, tell me.
20. He had 20 lobbyists in his cabinet. And the funny thing was, before he was elected president, one of the things he said is, I will never have a lobbyist in my group. The first day of his presidency, he made it a form of a law that you are not allowed to have a lobbyist in the presidency group.
Right.
On day 3, he hired his first lobbyist. Day 3. And that fucker didn't even wait a week. Trump's been in for 2 years and he has 4?
Yeah.
And people are freaking out about this? So I'm waiting to see what the backlash is, because the person when I posted the comment, I just said, Obama did it, is all I said. Obama did it, and I posted a link to the article. And I'm waiting for the back, because I know somebody is going to say something like, about actually it is. You're going to condemn Trump, then you cannot fucking not condemn somebody else for even worse infractions for the same thing. Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah, the fucking, this whole fucking planet is gone. It's stupid. And now the number 1 running mate to go against Trump is Elizabeth fucking Warren? Come on.
Yeah?
I'm still dying to find out what the fuck is going to happen in Canada. Who the fuck are we going to get to run against Trudeau that's going to be anything more than either another fucking Ford brother or what?
Yeah, I don't know. The two contenders at the moment, well, it's already been said, if there was an election being held today, Trudeau would win. He'd win a minority government, polling says, if the election was today. Because nobody likes Andrew Scheer. Andrew Scheer's an idiot. he's bringing up all kinds of stupid shit that is just completely unnecessary, like revisiting abortion and things like that are just pointless and stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even think hard C conservatives care anymore about that kind of stuff. There's so much more going on that's more important. And Jagmeet, I don't know. Jagmeet moved to Burnaby this summer and gets a fucking beard. The flashiest,
Yeah, he probably just fucking realized, do I really want to be grouped in with these idiots? Fuck it, I'm out.
This is what the NDP always do. They bury their heads in the sand until Election Day and come up with nothing. And they say, oh, we'll have a platform after you elect us. That's not how it works, assholes. Tell us what you're going to do.
That's how it worked for Doug fucking Ford.
That's true.
I mean, he literally got in with zero platform. He didn't even have a budget. And he still got elected. So I actually think the NDP is actually doing a smart thing right now.
Yeah, well, you could be right.
What you have to do to run in this country, I think all you have to do is say, hi, I'm running. What are you going to run? What's your platform going to be? I don't know, and I'm not going to tell you until my first, 3 or 4 weeks in. They're going to be like, okay, he's fighting his time. That's a smart play. Because you can't get blamed for nothing if you're not standing for anything, so fuck it.
That's true. Yeah, I think that's their point, and that's why they don't win, unfortunately. But I had high hopes for Jagmeet. He's no Jack Layton by any means, but he'll be a contender. But I don't see people who have the brains or the political moxie to pull something off like getting these 13 Canadians back to Canada without harm. And the fucked up thing is we have an extradition treaty with China. These people should be in Canada now.
Yeah, but China doesn't follow international laws and rules. That's already been well proven, and just nobody wants to do anything because it owns everybody.
Yeah, and we're saying it's because we don't want to offend them, because that might further the harm against these 13 people. So we have to tread lightly while we're there.
Well, meanwhile, the one thing I do know is that those first they arrested for espionage, whatever the fuck it was, right after that Chinese fucking lady got charged in BC.
Yeah.
The Chinese government had turned around and said, we are going to step up our interrogation techniques to make sure that we get the answers we want from the people that we already have in custody. So they've already openly stated that they're going to fucking torture these people, and nobody cares. I don't understand. I'm so confused by this. Whatever happened to... I thought we were in the generation of everybody that cares for everybody else, and you're supposed to make a big fucking deal of this, but it just seems like Canadians don't care at all.
No, we really don't. And we're not even, being critical of what's going on. I haven't heard any major criticism of how this is being handled, and that bugs me.
Which makes me wonder how much of the Canadian fucking media is truly controlled, because you literally hear nothing.
Yeah. That's
terrible.
And it's no secret that they're trying that their first attacks are always on information. That's how the Communist Party rules in China, is by limiting information.
Right.
And it's starting to make sense that possibly that's extended beyond their borders now.
I don't even know what to say about it.
And I think our hands are kind of tied in it, since we've put so many eggs in this one basket as our new trading partner and our new hope for economic future. We dumped all our eggs into the basket immediately, and now we're kind of stuck. We have to go with this. If we back out now, we're totally screwed. So it makes sense that they might attempt to mitigate the damages by maybe allowing the Chinese to control the media. And I don't know.
I don't know, man. Politics lately has just become such pointless. It's just utterly pointless.
Exactly.
They do nothing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They don't promote anything. They don't support anything. They don't. They just don't. They just don't do anything, and it's become pointless.
It has. And I'm going to use this as a form of protest. Here we are. I am at the Granville Street, Canada Line station, downtown Vancouver, on the corner of Granville and Hastings. And I am approaching the upward escalator. And I'm untying my shoes. Here we go. I am at the bottom of the upward escalator with my shoes untied. Laces just doing what they will, and I'm heading on up.
Oh, man, this is going to be fucking funny.
This is climactic. I'm not gonna, the tension is palpable here.
So are you actually nervous?
You know what? I am kind of a little I'm trying to move around here. I'm trying to make it like a little kid would be. I'm fidgety. I'm like 4 stair widths from the top here. Okay, I'm at the top. This is supposed to be the really bad part, right? When you're dismounting. Oh,
yeah.
One got stuck.
Shut up, really?
One got stuck. It pulled out right away, but it got stuck. It got pulled under at the top of the escalator. And yeah.
No pulling of the shoe. It didn't.
No, it pulled out right away. As soon as I tugged my foot the opposite direction, it released it. But it did actually get stuck right at the last minute. That was pretty exciting.
This is that perfect explanation of just how fucking retarded the government is.
Yeah, I thought, I could. There's a good analogy somehow. You can make an analogy out of that.
I don't know how, but it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's not my job to square that circle for you guys, all right? I deliver the entertainment. If you want to send in your emails to Eric and Gord at outlook.com and tell us why politics, international politics, has now become like trying to intentionally get your shoelace stuck in an escalator. It makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it.
Very true.
But there's our country sending 6 delegates over to China to all get their political shoelaces stuck in the big Chinese escalator.
Wearing extra thin but very strong shoelaces that are guaranteed to get caught, and they're knotted inside every loop of every shoe so that their whole foot does get caught and yanked in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought because it's just so fucking retarded almost.
Yeah, I completely did too. But it was funny, and it was actually a little. There was a little bit of me that was nervous just for a second. It's that same. I have that little voice inside it. That what if they're right? Little voice is always in my head. It's the same one that 5 minutes before midnight during Y2K went. What if?
Yeah. I stayed home that year. I didn't go to any house parties. My ex-wife and I ended up just going to. We stayed in town. We walked down to we call it the Mill Pond. Sat down there for a few hours, just figuring if anything were to go wrong, well, we're in Milton and nothing bad could happen.
And that was actually a year before I got married, and I was living in Vancouver at the time, working at a Mohawk gas station, a graveyard shift when it happened. So I was an hour into my shift when all the fun and excitement was about to begin, and then didn't.
Yeah, not a fucking thing.
No, I stood outside for it. Right at like 11:59, I locked up the gas station. I went outside to have a cigarette and just stood on the corner of Oak and 25th here in Vancouver, and yeah, that was it. It came and went.
Waiting to see the plane fall out of the sky.
A part of me hoped. A part of me hoped for it.
I absolutely did hope. I was looking forward to it. But.
Alas, no. Nothing happened.
Nothing.
The light turned green. There was no cars on the street. It's Oak and 25th. No one's up around there at this time of night. My friend Adam brought me a couple of beers about an hour later. That was cool. I had some beers at work. That was, very anticlimactic. But that little guy is always in the back of my head. He never pops up until the last minute, but he just goes, what if this is going to be a really, really fucking bad idea? and then I have to go, really? You pipe up now? Like, where were you half an hour ago when I was planning this shit?
Egging you on. Do it.
you are not helpful. Like, the little angel and devil on my shoulders, they're not helpful in any way.
No.
The voice of reason is just, he pops up at the last minute, goes, this is going to suck. I go, well, thank you for that. Where the fuck have you been this whole time?
That's that bullshit sixth sense thing that guys don't have.
Yeah, well, mine seems to take it to a little bit of an extreme. Oh, God. This is Friday night, is it?
This is Friday night. This is it. We found it.
It has been, well, at least I get the feeling now that the holiday season is over and we can all return to normalcy. I hope.
I guess. I don't know. Do we really want to go back to normal anyway?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but my normal is pretty fucking extraordinary most of the time, so I wouldn't mind maybe a return to something. I don't know. Is that what it is? We just don't know. I've got this. I don't know what to make of 2019. I'm hesitant to be excited about it. I'm not afraid of it.
I have zero hope for 2019 at all. None.
No. But are you particularly despondent? Like is something bad going to happen in 2019? What's your prediction?
I don't know. I just see it as the bad will come in 2020. I think that we're just in a downward spiral.
Calm before the storm sort of a thing.
I think we're kind of in the middle of the storm where I think it's going to get worse, and then it's going to peak, and then I think there'll be a big white flash, and then that'll be it.
Wow.
That's my big thing here. I have a feeling at the beginning of next, or maybe halfway through next year, like I get 2020, I hope to an extent that the world just ends.
Halfway through 2020, that's your prediction.
That's my prediction.
Wow.
I think it's just going to be that something's going to happen. There's going to be we're going to get hit by a meteor, or the sun's out of nowhere is just going to blow up. Something awesome.
I'm going to try you on speakerphone here for 1 sec, Gord. Stay with me.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah, he's got really quiet on that background. You step inside.
What am I doing here? Everybody, we'll play a song over this or something. Gord, just hang out for 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries.
I want to try something out. Talking to Gord. How do I put you on speaker? Are you hearing me, Gord?
I hear you perfectly fine.
Great. I can't hear you at all.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I'm going to try to figure this out. Bada bing. Is this ever weird?
So you can't hear me at all?
I cannot find a speakerphone option for you.
Yeah.
How odd. I was going to see if we could, it would have been better if I could have you on speaker so that you can talk to some people with me. I was thinking I'm on Granville Street tonight, for no apparent reason. And I thought it would be good if we asked some other people their prediction on the date of the end of the world. You're thinking middle of 2020.
Yeah. I think before the next election, the next U.S. election, I just think that the Earth will implode. Something, I hope, dramatic happens. and the reset button of life gets hit.
Well, I certainly hope you're wrong. I don't know.
I have no hope for the future. That's what it comes down to. I have absolutely zero hope for the future, knowing that who's running the country now, this is supposed to be the best that everybody has to offer.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I got no hope for the future at all.
That's disappointing. How do I sound there, Gord?
You sound decent.
I sound sorry?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, good. I'm gonna ask some other people if I can. If I can find some willing participants here. I don't know, a guy just walking around with his shoelaces dangling.
Tell him the escalator.
Well, I'm going up to test my next escalator. I'm gonna test a really big long one and see. Go right to the heart of the beast, to the Granville station. The big that escalator that just never seems to end. But in the meantime, of course, I'm on Granville on a Friday night. Where are we at? We are 9:39 p.m. on a Friday evening, and there is not a fucking person on Granville.
Go figure.
It's just the nature of this goddamn show. Sometimes nobody wants to play along. The busiest street in the third busiest city in the country, and I go walking down it, not a soul to be found. It's like Sunday morning here.
That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, fuck, it's Granville Street. It's fucking Friday night.
Yeah.
That shit should be hopping. Is it too early? No, it's 9:30.
It's 9:30 on a Friday night. Here we go. Now there's some people around. Maybe I'm just far from the action. This is horrible. We're gonna have to just cut over this. I'm gonna take you off the speaker for a second, right?
Okay.
I think. Hang on. This is why we need that producer I asked all for last year. This is why you send people out to pre-plan these things. You don't just. But I figured there might be something interesting happening here.
Anybody getting stabbed or anything? That'd be cool.
Nothing. It's a totally tame night. I'll go up to Robson and see what's going on. I'm just wandering around anyway. Ooh, I should get. Fuck! I'm gonna miss that boat. We'll play a song here or something. I got nothing entertaining to even say. We're doing good so far, though.
Yeah, so far so good.
I'm just kind of I have no ideas beyond the fear of the world ending next year. That frightens me, but because I have a.
I don't know. You see anything? I don't see anything fucking good. Like what? No political party's going to be changing this year. So we don't have that.
No, and we don't have we're not even changing our system. We voted against that.
Yeah. So
we have.
No, I got absolutely zero hope.
After all that fucking controversy, after all the talk and all this big long ass fucking referendum, and everyone screaming, we just went along with it.
Yeah.
We didn't change the fucking. Why did we? I can't believe that the proportional representation didn't win. I'm baffled that didn't win. How did that not win? How did we all talk about it for a fucking year and they go, nah, but it is what it is.
I think that's exactly what it is. It's just people going, yeah, fuck it, it is what it is. I just think everybody's given up. Nobody cares. Let me just go to my job, I'll get paid, I'll buy some shit, and I'm going to go home, I'm going to be depressed, I'll smoke my legal weed, and that's it. I think that's the basis of what the fucking country has become.
Huh.
They legalized weed so nobody gives a shit anymore.
Yeah, I think they did. I think that is more accurate than we want to admit.
Yeah.
That's absolutely one of the reasons they finally say, well, let's get them all high. And they just won't care.
Makes perfect sense.
It does. Yeah, it absolutely does. And it was a huge political feather in the cap for our golden boy for the beginning of his tenure. Now he's got nothing to go on other than, and the media are starting to turn on him. And that's always the beginning of the end for a Canadian politician, is once the media starts turning on you, once the honeymoon's over, you're out. You're done. It's a sad state of affairs for Mr. Trudeau. But I'd hate to be the guy who has to follow him. He's got a lot of work cut out for him.
Or you can put almost anybody in and just be like, no matter what I do, it won't be bad. No.
It won't matter.
Like 2 years of saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
So whoever goes in, just don't do what Trudeau would have done, and then you'll be fine.
We could be shaping my new campaign here with this, Gord. You know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
My next campaign could be, fuck it. I'm not going to do any more than the last guy.
Yeah, your campaign could be, I'm not Trudeau.
Yeah. Well, mine will be, I'm not Kennedy Stewart, because I'm not running federally yet. I'm just running municipally.
No, I think you would work on any government level.
I'm not Trudeau. That's just it. Just on any government level, it's just as long as you're not Trudeau, you get voted for. Is that the...
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Fucking prove it. Thank you.
And there's the statement of the night. As long as you're not Trudeau, you're awesome.
It is. You see? That proved my point exactly. You don't need a platform. You don't need a belief system. You don't need a financial statement. All you need to do is put up a bunch of shirts, have a slogan, and just say, I'm not Trudeau.
I'm not Trudeau. Which is, as everyone knows, French for actual money.
Yeah.
That's true. That's. I looked that up. Don't look it up because it's not.
I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. Yeah.
It's not even really a clever joke. I'm looking for a pad here to do some writing on. She just inspired me that maybe I'm on the right path here with this little idea of ours. Oh, it's in my other bag. I've got a bunch of bags. I just look like a guy with a bunch of bags and talking to himself. Not a...
I have one bag. Got 2 nuts in it, but oh well.
Ah, right. And here, I'll tape over this part. We'll put in a commercial or something right here. The Championship Entertainment Company, bound and determined to fucking do something someday.
We don't know what, but it'll be something.
It won't be Trudeau.
It won't. So that'll be the old we have a big fault from you.
It won't be Trudeau. So will we be false though? Is that going to be our thing?
What?
Are we going to be false though?
No, we're not going to be anything.
If we're not going to be Trudeau, we'd be false though. We'll be
false though. So that would be right. We will be false though.
False though would be the opposite of Trudeau, would it not?
I suppose that's a terrible joke, but yes, I'm sure it is.
It's the first stretch of 2019 there, folks. Many more to come, I promise.
That I guarantee you.
This show is definitely not going uphill in 2019.
It's starting off on a great low point, so that's always nice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's
you can't go much lower.
I swear, what I said 2 nights ago. Now the listeners haven't heard this yet because episode 99 hasn't up yet. And tonight, as you guys might not know, I'm on Granville celebrating our 100th episode tonight here.
That's right, episode 100 and 403 are.
The listeners haven't heard the Skype recording that we did the other night, and it's a shame because it's a doozy, guys. That'll be posted ASAP. But I did announce at the beginning of the show that I intend to make this the #1 podcast on the entire internet by the end of this year. That's something that's going to happen before the world ends. Eric and Gord are number one. That goes without saying.
Oh, absolutely. We've already hit what, like 6 fucking top 10 lists? I mean, come on. We're pretty much already there anyway.
Top 10. We're in the top 10 podcasts with a guy named Eric. That's pretty fantastic in my opinion. I don't know how many there are, but that seems cool to me. That's one.
I'm all right with that.
That's on one website. But I'll take it. Also, we had one of our episodes was in the top 10 for best episodes about a condom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll have to look at the episode. But I thought
that's funny that neither of us remember talking about condoms.
People talk about us, and that's what counts. People are talking, and keep talking, but talk to us, not about us. It's great that you're talking about us, but talk to us, please. Eric and Gord at outlook.com. Or we do tend to record it roughly the same time every night. If you want to call in and be involved in that, there's absolutely no reason you can't do that. I'd love to hear from you. Send us an email, ericandgord@outlook.com, or get it through to us at ericandgord.simdiff.com. There's a contact page there where you can reach us. Or you can call me directly. Fuck it. I've been doing it all summer. I'll do it again. 604-655-9630. Give me a shout directly. We'll work out anything you want, basically. You can have your own episode. Hell, me and Gord will just listen to you for an hour.
Yeah.
Do what you want, but be a part of it with us. Let's take this last year and a half of an existence out with. Let's go with a bang.
At least a snap, something.
Anything. You can tweet me the whole time. I can do that. I can do multiple things as we do this. So feel free to send me tweets during the show. I can get those. Yeah, we can do that stuff. So help us out. Make it more entertaining than tonight. God damn. You see what happens when I don't write things beforehand. This is where it goes.
Pre-staging the conversations isn't fun anyway.
No, but having something a little more prepared than me begging for callers on a Friday night. Granville Street's open up for us here now. It's a beautiful night in Vancouver. I don't know what you guys are feeling like in Ontario out there, but it's just magnificent tonight.
Is it really?
Oh, the clouds have parted. There's no wind. It's calm. It's peaceful. It's clean because we just had a torrential downpour to get all the urine off the streets for a couple of hours.
For a couple of hours.
Fantastic. It's a really good night out here. Very much enjoying it, and I am fast approaching my second escalator. I'm gonna leave the big one for the end, obviously. So I'm gonna go over here to escalator number 2 in the corner of Robson and Granville. No, I'm sorry, Georgia and Granville. I'm gonna attack escalator number 2 and see if we can't create some action here for the show.
I am very intrigued and very much looking forward to this.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this station has a downward escalator. Which the last one didn't, so I had to run down to the bottom and take my way up. This time I am going from the top down. Just make sure my shoes are, nothing is impeding the laces. They're free to do whatever they want. And I'm just going to let this gentleman go ahead of me, and then, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, I'm going on the downward escalator in Georgia and Robson with my shoelaces untied, very precariously close to the edge of the step.
No problem. Hey, can I ask you a question? You're a fan. I ask you for this? Okay, don't worry. Oh, that's fair. No, it isn't at all. I'm doing a podcast. It'd be great to be able to have the Wi-Fi to go to my podcast. Oh, that's not fair.
And I'm at the bottom. And nothing. Not a damn thing. They didn't grab this time.
I'll clean up after myself tonight. No worries, my friend.
You're cutting out on me. I did hear your conversation there, Gordon. I'm on my way up. I'm now on the up escalator. I'm dividing myself between 2 steps here. I don't recommend this at home for kids by any means. Here we go. We're getting. We're about halfway up now. Everybody's standing on the right, by the way. Not a single person walking up the left. So
Are they all actually?
Yeah, they're all
right.
They're all standing on the right. Nobody's moving up. Here we go. I'm coming to the top. I'm about 2 steps away from the top, and I got nothing. Nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That was tense though, and was the crowd. You could feel the crowd's tension building as I got toward the top. That was nice.
Did you notice if anybody was looking around going, oh my god, his laces are untied?
There were people like looking down, going, I can't believe he's actually doing this. And I'm by no means claiming to take the spotlight away from the magnificent Mr. Super Dave Osborne, but I'm coming pretty close with these stunts.
So the guy I was just talking to, he's actually one of the guys from the cemetery board here. The cigarette butts littering the ground around me. I'm like, well, I'll clean them up if you want. And I asked if I could get the Wi-Fi pass, but they don't even give it to us.
Really?
I'm like, you're kidding. But no, it's bullshit.
That is disappointing.
Yeah, it is quite.
Well, I had forgot that we had mentioned that you asking about that. That was great that you're thinking of the show. I appreciate it.
I actually have my mom on that. To help get the Wi-Fi password for it just for that reason.
Oh, that's awesome. And I would absolutely, in all seriousness, do some lovely advertising for them. We do go out to about 1,500 people now. We get cross 3 countries actually. So we could do some advertising. We popped up in Germany at one point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Very briefly. I haven't followed up on that to see if it's still going on. I should look into that. I actually haven't checked a lot recently of our analytics because my possibly temporary departure from Spreaker.com. I'm not too sure if that's a temporary move or possibly permanent. I haven't decided yet. But they were the good analytics for us.
Yeah.
I will find others. It's difficult, but this is a boring conversation that I won't have on the air. But it's hard because when sites look at us, they believe that Anchor.fm owns our podcast, which is not true. But I can't get Anchor to respond to me and give me the information I need to prove to these people that we are our own little show and I have the rights to agree to these things. So that'll come with time. That's boring. I'll cut that out too. It's going to be a short episode if I cut out everything I'm not enjoying.
We'll be just doing the intro and swear words in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit. And you talking to the cemetery guy, I think that was the highlight of the show so far.
That was our second official interview.
Yeah, hey, there you go. That's not bad. All right, I think before we say goodnight here, I'm going to try to get a from somebody.
You're trying to get a what?
I'm going to try to get a toonie.
Okay.
Because I could use it.
Maybe you can try to get your foot caught in the train.
People. What do you think, Gord? Gord's prediction for the end of the world, as you all recall, is June-ish of 2020. Is that correct, Gord?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Around June, sure. Beginning of the summer.
Right around June. Gentlemen, what's your prediction for the day the world ends? 2027.
Oh.
We got 2027. Thanks, guys. 2027, these gentlemen seem to believe is D-Day for us.
I think he misspoke. I think he meant to say June 27th. I think that's what he meant.
You could be right. No, they put a lot of thought into it. You can tell, and now they're discussing it ahead of us. Way down the road. They're fast going to somewhere. I don't know.
Oh my God!
There's 5 young white guys. I don't know if that matters.
Well, at least where the white man demographic is.
If there's an ethnic take on this, I think everyone counted on the Mayans and they shit the bed, so now we're kind of left on our own.
Yeah, well, that seems about right, though.
All right. Moving on. No, we're stuck. There's nobody else here, so right here. No.
Giddy.
All right. So we got one prediction, 2027. And we have Gord's prediction of 2020. I'm going to start a pool and see where we can go with this. And I'll keep track of it. I'll tell you what. Here's the thing, guys. You're not only predicting the end of the world, you're predicting the end of my show. And that's my vow to every listener of What If We're Right. I will stay on until the day the world ends.
Oh, absolutely.
So the day that you predict is the end of the world is the day you're predicting to be the end of my internet radio sensation. Eric and Gord, What If We're Right? I will be on until the bitter end.
And I will be there right beside you.
I love it. There we go. That's our commitment. That's our commitment to you guys. So I want you guys to commit to us with a little email. Here's another gentleman, sir. No, headphones. Headphones they kill the spontaneous interview, I tell you. Right. To ask you guys a quick question, what's your prediction for the date the world ends?
20 December 21.
December 21. There we go. So that's...
Oh! Like that.
You like that? I don't know if he means December 21st of this year or December of 2021, I think was what he was saying. I'm not too sure.
I'll take it just as the end of this year. That's a good one.
Gentlemen, what date is the world going to end? They don't know. They were very frightened by that question. I don't think they thought of the world ending yet. So I just ruined their lives. What do you think it's going to end? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't think we spoke English, actually, but they looked very frightened by whatever I was saying to them. I hope that didn't mean something terrible in their language. Oh, my God, I could be a horrible person.
Ah, fuck them.
The not culturally sensitive. What if we're right? Well, if we're right, it doesn't matter. We don't have time to mend fences now. Yeah. Hey. All right. Okay, this is going to hell fast. There's just nobody walking by me here, so we'll move on. So I have December 21. I have your middle of 2020, and I have a 2027. That's a pretty big gap there.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I like the fact that two of us within a year of each other. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
6 and 7 is still kind of fucked everything up.
Well, here, we've only spoken to men so far. Let's see if we can get a women's opinion on this. Ladies, can I ask you a real quick question? What is your prediction for the date of the end of the world?
No problem.
See, it's none of my business.
There's Canadian right there for you.
That is not only Canadian, but Canadian female.
I'm almost surprised you didn't apologize first.
It's none of my business. Well, I guess I've been told.
I don't even know what to say to that one. That's just, wow.
That's not the tiebreaker I was looking for there, or the game changer.
No, I'm actually a little mystified by that one.
Yeah, that's a typical Canadian female for you, and that's why they're so far ahead in our country.
Wow. Wow. Fucking wow.
Yeah, right? That's, Gee, why is it hard to approach a woman in Vancouver?
Yeah, now we know why. It's none of your fucking business, that's why.
An innocent little internet radio show trying to get some answers to very important questions, and that's what we get. Very receptive gentlemen, all wanted to answer, and the one group, four women walking together, young, probably young 20s, and that's their answer. None of your business. Almost as if she knew. As if she knows the right answer and she's not telling me.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. Fucking bitch. What the fuck is she up to? Now we really want to know.
That's great.
It's fucking Lord.
This is... You know, I always said I wanted to do this show from the street just to get the random reactions of people on it, and I'm starting to think maybe I went the right way going away from that.
Yeah, like that's just, I can't believe that was her answer. I'm wow. It's fucking wow.
Absolutely fantastic.
You wonder why the world's going away in a fucking handbook. You won't even answer a simple fucking question. No. Now we know why.
That's, it's none of my business. Well, you just me to it right to the bank there, lady.
Wow.
That's funny. That's really, really funny to me. All right. We'll try to get some more answers here. Yeah. Moving through another crowd. Gord, you're actually speechless by that.
I don't even. It's that actually is. It's proven my point, and it's making me sick at the same time.
Yeah.
A question. It doesn't have to be necessarily taken all that seriously, but to say it's none of your business.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your actual future, bitch.
But I guess she's right. I mean, really, it's not. Point taking, young lady. You're right. Your opinion of the end of the world is not my business. I don't know if you're being religious or just a bitch, but either way, you're right. It'd be fun though if we could all talk to each other, you know, like we used to. When people talk to each other, that'd be neat. Because I think, in my opinion, that's the end of the world. In my opinion, is this world where we don't talk to each other anymore. A world where I can't just come up and engage you on a fucking international podcast. I'm not just a creeper coming up and talk to you. Although it could look that way. I have nothing identifying myself in any other respect. But that's the way we're going. People don't want to be approached anymore. No one wants to be spoken to. Maybe other shows aren't getting emails either. Maybe it's not just because my show sucks. It's because people don't do that anymore. No one needs to be engaged. Nobody cares. Nobody cares to even just have a conversation for fun or for otherwise. We're all going to die alone.
It's not. And again, it all comes down to why.
I don't.
Like why don't you want to engage?
That's my problem. I don't understand, and that is the end of my world. The world where I can't just freely speak to people on the street. That's the end of the world to me. I don't want to be alone in my room with a computer when I die.
Oh.
Wow. It's just such a horribly depressing turn.
Like I said, I'm at a complete and total loss for words right now. I
don't think I've ever known you to be at a loss for words. I am shocked. Not since you've been on a guest host on this show, but that's for sure.
I'm just blown away.
Well, there you have it. Anyway, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, please write in with your emails to Eric and Gord at outlook.com. The 4 answers we've received so far to our question, what day is the world going to end? Gord thinks middle of 2020. Someone else seems to think the end of 2021. We had 2027 as another response. And we had none of your business. So those are the 4 options as they stand, and you can pick one of those or make up your own at Eric and Gord. at outlook.com.
Your business. Oh my God! I want to get this bitch back and slap her. None of my business.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
That just derailed me. Yeah, that's 3 more, gentlemen. Gentlemen, what's your prediction for the day the world's going to end? No answer from them. They don't want to be a part of it. But that's fine. At least they were just nice. They said no, thank you. Not that it was none of my business.
Yeah, like I mean, at least they weren't, being a fucking bitch about it.
Is that I don't know. I don't know what to like. There's so many different directions I could take that in that I don't want to tonight. But that definitely says something about the state of the world. I don't want to go down the male female divide with that, but I don't think we'd ever get a response like that from a male respondent.
No, guys will either just ignore you or just move on, or they'll answer the question in hopes that they'll say something funny and witty, and we will play it on the radio.
Yeah, well, exactly. Which we absolutely will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you tell us not to, you are presumed to want to be broadcast on the air. Just to let you know, that's always the presumption on our show. If you don't tell us not to, we're going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking right.
Especially if you give me an answer as great as none of your business. God, I wish you was louder, so you guys could have heard that more directly from her.
We heard it.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I heard that fucking shit.
Good. I can't tell, right? So that's good. I'm glad you got that. Let's try to get a couple more on our way home here. People look genuinely depressed out here tonight. I don't know what's going on, but I am at my third and final and most epic escalator.
Oh, boy.
I love that you just don't give a crap.
I just can't get over that. I can't get over that chick. I really can't. I'm having a hard time swallowing that one.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Is that why I can't meet women? Because that's the attitude. That's the attitude when you go up and say hi to someone.
Probably because you asked them a question and therefore you're something bad like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess there needs. See, I don't think there needs to be that kind of cynicism in the world yet. We're not there. You can't just expect every guy to be a monster. It's not fair, and it's not accurate.
No, like when I went to the grocery store, I'll never forget. I had this fucking guy. I'm standing there fucking stacking apples, and this woman comes up and she was standing next to me. She was grabbing apples from the fucking thing next to me. This random dude comes up and he makes a comment about her shirt. Because her shirt said something along the lines of, I'm wearing something like it says like I'm wearing track pants, my hair's in a ponytail, and it must be a Sunday or something like that. I don't know what the fuck it says. Something like that. And the guy made a comment because she was actually wearing sweatpants and her hair was in a ponytail. But whatever her shirt said, it actually mimicked exactly what she was wearing.
Right.
And just a comment, and she was like bothered by it.
Yeah.
And she's like, that guy's a fucking creep. I'm like, well, why is he a creep? He goes, well, because he to come and say something like that, like, well, he's being witty.
Yeah.
She says this. She goes, oh, why didn't you realize my shirt said this? She goes, but he didn't say something. And I'm like, since when the fuck is it a bad thing for a dude to come up and just start a basic conversation?
Yeah, you can't.
Like,
These
so
are the
the
same people that go to the bar in a V-neck T-shirt with glitter on their chest and then get mad at you for looking. My eyes are up here. My eyes are up here. Look me in the eye. You have shiny shit on your tits. It draws the eye. I'm sorry.
You're telling me to stare at your tits. All the bitches probably wearing a fucking push-up bra.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you're right. You can't just start a conversation. Well, apparently you can't. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've tried. Because of my current situation. And you guys will all hear more about that once it improves. I mean, obviously, you're going to hear about the love quest of the hunt this summer. The hunt for love, as it is. Because that's going to be happening, but I don't know. I don't like the way it's looking. I don't look particularly badly tonight. I'm not badly dressed. I'm not unshaven or anything untoward. I think I look quite handsome, actually. I definitely not the type of person that would elicit that reaction. Like, I can understand if I was Joe Dirt walking up and asking a weird question about when your world's going to end, that might look like a creepy Picton situation, but...
But yet, no. Oh, God.
And that's why I thought it would be better to put you on speakerphone so people heard the conversation beforehand and wanted to be a part of it. But I guess not.
No, not that. That's just not the cards. Right.
And there's a bum at a 7-Eleven singing, and I'm pretty sure he's playing my guitar.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know where to go with the conversation right now. I'm.
You know what? I can hear it in your voice, and you're cutting out on me again a little bit.
My frustration starting to affect air.
I think it is, and that's too bad. So you know what? We might even just call her a night on that note and leave it as a cliffhanger, and pick up part 2 again here tomorrow night. And see if maybe we can catch some people in a better mood.
Yeah, because that bitch just set me off, so...
I see that. Well, I hear that, I should say, to be more accurate. It's baffling to me. I've never known you to react in such a manner. And I don't know what to say in response to mitigate it.
Yeah.
And we gotta find out why women are so uneager to speak to me. Are you free tomorrow night, Gordon?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But I will assure you one thing. What I am going to be doing while I'm at work, and any interaction I have with any females between now and fucking the next time we talk, I will be asking them their thoughts on guys approaching them and just innocent banters. Are they so sick and tired of guys talking to them that they're sick of that shit? And do they want to be the ones initiating things? There's a topic here that...
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw on a nice shirt and tie tomorrow. I'm going to do my hair up all pretty. I'm going to even put on some sort of a smelly thing that smells good. And I'm going to hit the streets with the listening audience, as always. And I'm just going to try to talk to some women.
We're going to see if we can get something, because fuck that bitch.
None of your business. I'm going to try. I'm just going to approach people tomorrow night with this question, but I'm going to adjust myself up and look the part and see if that's what it is. If maybe if it was just that, maybe it's that particular subject. I would like to think. But maybe have we turned a stone here and found the nasty underbelly that women don't want to be talked to anymore?
I don't know. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated.
I can tell, but I won't let it go unanswered. As I said, this can be part of the minted segment that never really took off last season, but we can revitalize it in season 2. It's Eric and Gord. We need to know.
Yeah, we do.
So we need to.
I got fucking questions that I need answered now, and yeah.
Well, I will go undercover tomorrow as a nice person in a clean outfit and put it to the test. Yeah,
we need answers. I'm fucked. I don't even know what to say anymore.
I can tell, and I'm prepared to give you those answers. And just for the record, not a Chinese woman in that group, so.
That's very unusual.
I just thought, try to tie it to the beginning of the show there, in any way possible. This has been quite the podcast. Not.
It's been something.
It's yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's the final word. It's been something, kids. I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna be back tomorrow, but I think it's gonna be probably right around this time, maybe a little bit earlier, just so we can catch people before their nights have been ruined, I suppose. And until then, talk to boys and take care of each other.
And fuck that bit.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
That is that. Wow. I didn't think that would just take the wind out of your sails that way. I'm sorry.
No, I'm stunned that it affects me the way it has, but it's that bullshit fucking attitude. It drives me up the fucking wall.
Yeah.
No, Jesus. All right, I'm gonna go. Pack my car and I'm gonna go to bed.
Sorry for not answering. I got my headphones all wrapped up in my business here. There we go. Well, sorry, Gord. I didn't mean to ruin your life.
No, I'll get over it like I do with everything else. The good news is, like I said, this is actually giving me a bit of focus because I'm going to be pestering the fuck out of every woman I come in contact with. I'm going to be asking.
Do you still have the Anchor app on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Well, feel free to, if they're willing or if you're able, to flip on that message option and record some messages.
All right.
Of your conversations with women. We can use them as a segment.
Yeah, I will definitely do so if I remember to pull my fucking phone out.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting, and I will do the same throughout the day. And as I said, I'll make a show out of it tomorrow night.
That sounds like a plan to me.
This has got huh? You never know what's gonna happen out on the streets, eh?
Yeah, you got that right.
It was interesting. Well, it was fun anyway, man. I had a good time.
Absolutely, I'm still fucking happy I called. Fuck yeah.
Me too. Sorry.